Hello everybody, welcome. Today we're going to make a Bluetooth speaker. It's going to look something like this speaker that we got here. I'm going to try to make it more square this time though, and I want to get the hole drilled more centered. But we're going to be using this wireless speaker kit that I got from Rockler. It was about 15 bucks I think, but it's it's pretty cheap, and I mean it works well for what it is. The speaker has good volume to it. We're using the 1 7/8 Forstner bit, and we're going to be using this mesquite wood right here and yellow heart. I have this cut into really thin sheets, so we're going to put that in between and give it some nice, really solid lines. One of the boards of mesquite was actually lighter than the other one, so I chose to put that in the middle, as you can see here. And I thought that gave it a good look. So yeah, and we're going to be using the Type-On 3 glue. This is just what I had, but it works pretty well. So alright, the next thing we're going to do is cut down the pieces so that they're ready for gluing. I'm going to cut it at 3 inches, which is a little bit longer than I need, but a little extra room never hurts. I'm going to cut the first blank here, and then I'll use that to measure out the rest of the blanks, and that'll get it as close to perfect as I could get it. You could probably just lay a whole bunch of boards down flat on the saw and just cut them, but it seemed a little dangerous to me, so I'm just going to do it this way. Alright, here we're just cutting the last piece of the yellow heart. I forgot to record the other cuts. My bad. It's 1/8 yellow heart, nice and thin, but it looks really nice between some really dark colored woods, and between this mesquite, it looks great. So you can see here, all of our pieces are ready to be glued up. Alright, now we're just going to be gluing the pieces together, using that Type-On 3 glue and this glue brush I have. It's a silicone glue brush, so the glue just kind of falls out of it when it's dry. But we're going to glue the pieces here and just clamp them together. It's important to get them as flat as you can, at least on one side. You want a flat side to start with so you can keep it all square. You also want to put something on the top of them to keep them from bowing out. It won't really happen with something as thick as the speaker that we're making here, but if you're making like a cutting board or something flat, you really want to have some weight on top of it to just hold it down. Things don't always come out of this gluing flat. They get moved around by the vise tightening and everything, so I mean, it's not usually a big deal. Something this small, I can just cut the edges with that band or the table saw I was using just a minute ago. But now we got all the pieces glued up. We're just gonna clamp it together, hold it tight, and just let it dry. You probably want to let something like this dry overnight. I know I am. But yeah, we'll get back to it tomorrow and drill the hole, polish it up, and finish it.
Is that 2 1/4? 2 1/4, 2 1/4? No, it's but we're just gonna clean it. It'll look nice. Come on. That'll do.
Alright, now that the glue is dry, we're just going to clean it up a little bit, cut down the sides, get all that nastiness off of the top of it. I'm just going to be using this saw here. It's too small to go through my planer or anything. It get rolled up inside of there, so I gotta do it on something like this. But it turned out pretty nice. It's not a cube or anything, but it's a pretty nice looking speaker. Alright, the next thing we have to do is drill the hole for the speaker. We're going to use the 1 7/8 Forstner bit. That'll cut the wide hole we need to just pop the speaker in. It installs really easily in there. It just kind of pops in, so the straighter the hole is, the better. Alright, the last thing we're doing is just sanding it down. I'm using the 150 grit to take off these lines that I put on it to try to center the hole. But yeah, so we'll scrape that off, and then we'll go up through 150 to 600, and then do the microfiber pads. And those will get it up to like 16,000, and then we'll use a high friction polish after that, which will get it nice and dark. It'll stain it a nice dark color and make all the colors pop out of it. The last step, and my favorite step, is putting the Mylans on it, which really darkens the color of all the wood, makes it look a little shinier. It's just makes it look a lot better. It's a great finishing product. I don't really know much about finishes, but this is the one that I pretty much always use. Really makes that yellow a lot brighter. Makes the other colors much darker. Alright, now we just need to assemble the Bluetooth speaker. These pieces really do just like pop straight in. I put the charger side in first so that I can put the wires in. I can reach in with the wires and push them down. It gets kind of difficult the longer you make, or the wider you make your speaker, because it's a pretty small opening, and you're gonna have trouble getting these wires down there. This red wire goes into the red port down there, and then the black and white wire goes into the just the plain white port. I really struggled with it here. I was having trouble lining them up, but once you just set it inside a little bit, you can just reach in with one of your fingers and push it in the rest of the way. Well, that's the video. If you liked it, please subscribe. Leave a comment for the channel, and you can visit our website. That's going to be in the description down below. Thank you.